Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, where we've got bright blue skies overhead, temperatures climbing towards the 70s, and maybe a little bit of a breeze, but a beautiful day for baseball. Joey Kieran here with you as Roseburg gets ready to host the Grants Pass Cavemen for their final meeting in the regular season between these two Southwest Conference teams vying for position towards the top of the conference standings. Roseburg comes in at 15-4 on the season, 8-3 in conference play, winners in their last two games. Grants Pass is 8-9 on the year, 5-5 in the conference, and they fell in their last two matchups. We should have a good one in our hands. It's the rubber match as Roseburg looks to try and take the series against Grants Pass after splitting on the road in Grants Pass earlier this season. We'll talk more about all of that as we continue our way towards first pitch coming up here during the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal. Call them at 673-7122. We'll get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson in just a moment. Before we take our first break, I want to remind everybody that today's game is streaming live with video online at 541radio.com, where you can catch Roseburg High Sports the rest of this spring season. Hit the subscribe button to follow Roseburg High Sports on YouTube at 1490 The Score. Head to 1490 The Score on YouTube to find our channel there and subscribe today. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we talk with head coach Troy Thompson here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers. Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors, at home or on the road, at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Back with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Roseburg getting ready for only game on the schedule for this week, taking on Grants Pass here at Champion Car Wash Field. We'll get a chance to catch up with Coach Troy Thompson before we get things underway today. Coach, you guys are coming off of a nice sweep to start the second half of conference play, looking back to the weekend and just kind of recapping what got us to where we are here today. Once again, pitching continues to do really well for you guys. And I know we went into the season knowing we had, very established guys in Corbin and Takahashi on the mound, but I just wanted to bring up Jake Johnson and the development that he's had throughout the year. We saw him throw his third straight complete game shutout. The addition, obviously, of a third starter is really big for you guys, but his improvement and his growth, what have you seen out of that young man?
Yeah, Jake's done a great job for us, not only on the mound, but at the plate and then playing in the field in a couple different spots at first and third. Done a great job for us, and we'll continue to get better as he matures and gets bigger, faster, and stronger. And had a nice start here with his sophomore year. So yeah, we're obviously anxious for him to continue what he's doing, and the work he's put in is paying off. So yeah, good performance on him on Saturday, and another good one from Evan Corbin as well in game 1. So yeah, like you said, pitching kind of rules the day for us, and it did Saturday, and it was nice to come across with some runs and some hits and do some things that we spent a lot of time working on last week. So it's nice to see that play out in the doubleheader Saturday.
You know, we've talked before about how it is nice to have guys out there as starters that they want to go deep. They are happy when they get a chance to pitch complete games like that, and we've seen a lot out of it with Evan and Jake and Talk. They've all gone deep into games. It hasn't given you guys an opportunity to see a bunch out of the other arms that you have on the roster. Grand picture, grand scheme of it all, would you like to see more innings or more pitches out of some of those other guys out of the bullpen as the season goes on?
Well, that's a great question. You know, when you're starting pitching, it's been like we've had up to this point. You know, you're happy to see that, and those guys have worked hard to get that opportunity and put themselves in those spots and go deep in games. And obviously, they're comfortable doing it, and we're comfortable keeping them out there. So the other arms that we have are very capable, and they get their time in the bullpen and get themselves ready to go for any opportunity that may come up. That being said, yeah, nice to see those arms when they get the chance on the mound as well. And they've had some chances this year, and hopefully, that will continue. And the time they put in is paying off for them. Sure, we'd love to see everybody get a chance to throw and all that. But at the same time, when you're starting pitching, it's been pretty good. We're going to continue to do that, and hopefully those guys can continue.
Yeah, I don't think you can complain about what you're getting out of the guys that are out there. But, as we make our way through here, getting to the second half of the season here, and I know you guys are in a spot that you're good with being right there challenging for a conference title, and the opportunities to be able to win a regular season conference title, that's still in your hands. What are you noticing about the team, about their focus, maybe their mentality? Do they seem to be kind of amped up about where they're at right now? This is a club that has seen some success with some of these guys. Do they maybe have nerves about just kind of what's coming up? What are you kind of sensing about the team at this point?
Now, at this point, I'd say they're a very resilient group. We had to battle through some weather and some schedule there early on, and fortunately today and last Saturday we have a beautiful day, and when it heats up, it's always a good thing in the game of baseball. So that's been nice. But the group themselves, like I said, resilient group, come to practice every day to work, and they enjoy it. They enjoy being around each other, and that's been fun to watch and fun to be a part of. So more of the same. We always say we want to play our best baseball in May, and we're coming up to that. So hopefully we continue that trend, and these guys will put in the time and the effort and the work to do that. And we've enjoyed having them, and they've done a great job with the time they've had here, even going through some, like I said, some weather and some scheduling things and some injuries and a few other things that everybody has to go through. But they've done a great job of responding and rebounding when we had to, and coming out and playing the game the way it's supposed to be, and playing it hard. So we look forward to that here in our upcoming league schedule.
Today you guys get Grants Pass. Third time you get a chance to see these guys. It is here at home, and so that's nice. But maybe some bitter memories of when we were down there with Game 2. I'm sure that's been kind of stuck back in the kind of put out of the back of their memories and flush that one. But as you get ready to match up, what kind of things do you expect in a third go round against a team that's right there competing for spots in the conference standings?
Yep, Grants Pass, very good club. Have played well at times this year, and are certainly talented. So we'll see another good arm on the mound today. Tuesdays are kind of that day where you see, every day, every game we play is a time to see good arms. But they'll have a guy out there that's going to be very competitive and in the zone, and hopefully we can come out and get runners on and move them across, and ultimately score runs. So yeah, Grants Pass is always a nice challenge. They do a good job, and we look forward to them on our schedule. And it feels like a season ago when we played them down there on that Monday after spring break in a doubleheader, and coming out successful game 1, and then unfortunately letting game 2 get away from us there a little bit. That seems like a long time ago, but these guys haven't forgot. We just need to play clean baseball and come out today and have that chance to play the game. And if we continue to do the things we've done here this past weekend, then good things will happen for us, and that'll be the focus today.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you guys out there today.
Thank you.
That is head coach Troy Thompson here in the pregame show. We wrap up the Roseburg Disposal pregame and get ready for first pitch. Coaches at home plate exchanging lineup cards. We'll have the starting lineups when we come back on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate! Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, let's take a look at your starting lineup for the visiting Grants Pass Cavemen, led by head coach Zach Morgan. Troy Osborne will lead things off, the catcher, followed by Jace McGowan, the second baseman. Luke Morgan, the third baseman, bats third. In right field, Bruxton Lier will bat cleanup, followed by Cole Carnes, the first baseman. Tyler Ireland, the pitcher, will bat in the sixth spot, followed by Ari Cantola, who will be batting in the seventh spot. First pitch, a sharp hit ball right to third base. And it is snagged out of the air by Jordan White at third for the first out. That was quick. First out on Troy Osborne's first swing on the pitch by Austin Takahashi. One away, Jace McGowan will bat. Takes strike two, quickly an 0-2 count. So where were we? Ari Cantola, the DH, will bat seventh. Then you've got the eight-hitter Logan Zavolta batting in the eighth spot and playing in center field. And Jackson Tunick is the shortstop batting in the ninth position. They will face off against Austin Takahashi on the mound for the Tribe. A 1-2 pitch, ground ball towards short, picked up by Brooks Avery. Sends it across to Evan Corbin. There's two down. Here in the top of the first, scoreless ball game between Roseburg and Grants Pass. The Cavemen up to bat first. Takahashi comes into today. Take a look at his numbers. Takahashi this season, a 1-2 record. Record-wise, not quite what we saw from his season last year. He gets a ground ball right back at him, ricochets off of his glove. It looked like it maybe caught his forearm, but he's all right. He heads back to the mound quickly as Luke Morgan will get a single off the pitcher for the first hit of the ballgame for the Cavemen. Takahashi 1-2 this season, 22 innings worked, a 2.55 ERA. He's been good, just hasn't necessarily always got the offensive production behind him to support him. And there's been some miscues defensively behind him at times in his couple of starts. He's also had a few higher walk totals this year, 11 walks total. He misses low, a 1-1 count. To the batter, Bruxton Lier. 11 walks this year, 16 strikeouts, 3 hit batters. Talk is the pitcher of the year from last year for the Southwest Conference. Bruxton Lier, meanwhile, at the plate. The right fielder is one got a 1-2 count. He bats with a man at first and 2 down. Swings through it for strike 3, and that's how the first inning will come to an end. Top of the first, it's 4 hitters to the plate for Grants Pass, and a strikeout to finish it off for Austin Takahashi. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the first on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Well, a fast-paced top half of the first inning. We go to the bottom half as head coach Troy Thompson and the Roseburg Indians will send out a starting 9 with Austin Takahashi batting leadoff, the starting pitcher for Roseburg, followed by Brooks Avery, the shortstop, playing there at short and batting second. In center field is Eli Jacobs batting third, followed by Evan Corbin, the first baseman. Jace Wilder, the right fielder, bats fifth. Parker Burke, the catcher, hitting sixth. In the 7th spot is third baseman Jordan White. Starting at second base, batting eighth is Noah Fisk. And Hunter Fullerton, the left fielder, will round out the starting 9 for the Tribe. They will face off against Tyler Ireland, right-hander on the mound. Ireland, honorable mention all-league selection last year at the pitcher position as a junior. First pitch to him. Takahashi takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Quickly an 0-2 count for Takahashi as he faces Ireland to lead things off in the bottom of the first. Just outside, Tak taking there. Tyler Ireland got the loss in a 3-0 win for Roseburg, the first meeting between these two clubs. It's Takahashi, grounds 1, first base side foul. Ireland went 7 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. He had 5 walks and 5 strikeouts in a start against Roseburg. Misses outside. The count goes 2-2 to Takahashi. Roseburg scoring 1 in the 3rd in that game as a pitch high, 3-2 count. That first game between these two teams, first game of a doubleheader. Roseburg got a run in the 3rd inning to take the lead, and that lasted the rest of the way. Takahashi will get beamed by the 3-2 pitch, and he gets a chance to head to first base, 1 on with nobody out. Takahashi had come in to today's matchup. He's a starting pitcher, so that you obviously don't like that idea of him getting hit by a pitch. Tak had come in batting .333 on the season. That is the 2nd time this year he's been hit by a pitch. First pitch swinging for Brooks Avery, one of the hotter hitters on this team lately, although coming off of a hitless Game 2 against South Eugene on Saturday. That snapped a 9-game hitting streak for Brooks. And he's going to get hit by a pitch, and that one came high and in. And there's runners at first and second for Roseburg. And I think that Avery wears a protector on just above the elbow on his left arm. He shakes it out a little bit. That was on that left arm, at least not his throwing arm, but Roseburg batters getting beat up here to start out the ball game. First and second with nobody out. And up to bat will be Eli Jacobs. He squares the bunt, pushes it down first base side. The play will be a tag by first baseman Cole Carnes on a sacrifice bunt by Eli Jacobs. Moves runners to second and third. And Roseburg in business here early on, trying to get a run across to take an early lead. Evan Corbin will bat. Corb's hot day over the weekend. He swings at the first pitch, launches one deep and foul. Corbin against South Eugene was 3 for 5 with 2 walks. Excuse me, no, he was 4 for 4 with 4 RBI, a walk, a sac fly, hit by a pitch, and the courtesy runner scored 3 times for him as he fouls one off. 0-2 count. Corbin, a 0-2 count, trying to get things started for Roseburg with runners at second and third. High and away by Ireland, a 1-2 count. Defense playing in a bit. Trying to cut off the run at home if they get the opportunity. That's Takahashi at third. Pitch bounces behind the plate. All-conference catcher Troy Osborne. Make sure that ball does not get by. 2-2 count for Evan Corbin. Ireland sets his 2-2 pitch. High. Count goes full. So far, Roseburg without a hit in the ball game. 2 hit batters to start things off. And they've got runners at second and third with just 1 away after a sac bunt by Eli Jacobs. It's Evan Corbin at the plate, a 3-2 from Tyler Ireland. Ground ball right side. Diving stop by Carnes, knocks it down on the infield, but no play, no out made, and Roseburg will take a 1-0 lead. First and third with 1 away. Roseburg leads 1-0. That'll be a base knock for Corbin. Diving attempt by Carnes at first to get to that baseball. Got it off the end of his glove to keep it on the infield and maybe save at least 1 run. At the plate, first pitch swinging out towards right field, towards the line in foul territory, unable to get there. Bruxton Lier. Back to the plate for Jace Wilder, the right fielder. Wilder was 3 for 7 over the weekend against South Eugene. Had a good day. I want to say all 3 hits came in 1 game. 0-1 count for him. Takes a strike 2. Swinging a foul ball on the 0-2 pitch for Wilder. Beautiful day overhead. Blue skies here in the Umpqua Basin today. And taking a look at our current temperature, 66 degrees here at the start of our ball game. 0-2, line drive goes right to third, snagged there by Luke Morgan. He touches third base to double off Brooks Avery and finish the inning. Roseburg will not get anything else in the bottom of the first, but they do get 1 and take the lead. Unlucky to finish it off there. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the top of the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead for Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
1 inning into the ball game, top of the second. Today's ball game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Austin Takahashi, right-hander on the mound, will face the lefty at the plate. That's Cole Carnes, the first baseman, who takes outside for ball one. Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field on a beautiful sunny day. Hard hit ball, a couple of hops on a short hop, fielded cleanly by Noah Fisk at second base. Retires the first batter here in the second for the Cavemen. One away, Tyler Ireland. Starting pitcher for Grants Pass stands in. He swings at the first pitch, ground ball. Shortstop, throw across. What a play by Brooks Avery. Diving attempt by Jordan White at third. It was out of his reach, backing him up. Avery with the play behind had to make a twisting throw towards first, and he's able to get the second out. That young man is, when he is playing at shortstop full-time next year, I'm imagining he's going to be fun to watch. A ball fouled back for strike one to Ari Cantola. Avery is split time at shortstop when Takahashi has either been out with an injury or pitching, as a breaking ball dives away from the hitter, and Cantola just gets a piece of it. So Avery has seen some time at short. Otherwise, he's been at second, and man, can he field. He has looked real clean up the middle. 0-2 pitch, fouled away by Cantola. 2 away with nobody on. The 0-2 pitch, high and away. Out of his windup, bounces in. Grants Pass coming off of a pair of losses in a doubleheader on Saturday against South Medford. So they're trying to bounce back after losing 2 over the weekend. Strike 3. That's not going to do it there for the Cavemen. Breaking ball drops in, freezing Cantola for the final out in the top of the second. Second strikeout for Takahashi. Wraps up top of the second inning. It is still a 1-0 lead for Roseburg. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Cavemen. To the bottom of the second we go on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
In baseball, home plate is always 60 feet, 6 inches from the mound. But in life, sometimes your home plate needs to move. If you're planning to move, contact BTB Moving for help. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company. Call 541-315-0122 for help with your next move. BTB Moving for all your moving needs. First pitch swinging to start things off here in the bottom of the second. Parker Burke at the plate. He hit a slow tapper towards third. Luke Morgan coming in, able to get there and get the throw to first in time to retire Burke, 1 away. So we welcome you back here to Roseburg's Champion Car Wash Field. At the plate, Jordan White, the third baseman, stands in with 1 out and nobody on. Takes high for ball 1 from Ireland. The wind has definitely been blowing as a ball fouled away down the right side. 1-1 count for White. It's hard to tell with no flag out in center field which direction the wind is really going, but it usually blows in from left From the left foul pole to the right foul pole is a ground ball, third base side, deep in the hole, it's short, knocked down by Tunick, but no throw. And on safely is Jordan White. We'll give him a single on that one. By my estimation, I think he would have been safe even with a throw. That one deep in the hole for Tunick at shortstop. First pitch high and away to Noah Fisk, who will get a chance to bat in the 8th spot, getting a chance to play second base. He is batting .467, just 15 at-bats this season, 21 plate appearances. He takes a strike, 1-1 count. So limited duty for the senior, but when he has been out there, he has made some great plays. He gets handcuffed, fights one off for strike 2. Fisk did get some extended playing time with Takahashi on the shelf for 4 straight games, so he was able to get some time out there, and seems like it served him well. Now, with Takahashi back, he's coming out of the dugout kind of here and there to help fill in defensively, and he's doing well with the bat in his hand as well. The pitch is grounded towards short. They go to second for 1. Throw back to first will not be in time. Tunick to McGowan for the out at second base. They get Jordan White there. 2 down, and it brings up Noah Fisk. Excuse me, it brings up Hunter Fullerton after Fisk gets on with a fielder's choice. Fullerton in the 9 spot for Roseburg, trying to get his bat going. It's saying something that he's brought up his average a little bit to 111 on the season. He swings and misses at the first offering. Definitely been tough with the bat in his hands, but he does get on base at a .304 clip. He's drawn 8 walks this season. Takes a strike at the top of the zone. He does have 7 RBI on the year, so he's at least been productive out of the 9 spot, even if he's not hitting at a great average. The 0-2 pitch is outside and low from Ireland. 1-0 lead for Roseburg. We're in the bottom of the 2nd in this ball game. Roseburg with a run on a single on the infield by Evan Corbin. So far, neither team has hit anything out of the infield. Swing and a miss. Looked like Fullerton wasn't sure he wanted to swing after that pitch, but he does anyways, and he goes down with the strikeout. First strikeout for Ireland, and he keeps Roseburg at just 1 run. A 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the 3rd for the Tribe on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
From a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Top of the 3rd, the 8-9-1 hitters due up for Grant's pass. A high chopper, third base side. Takahashi rifles to Evan Corbin to get the out at first, retiring Logan Zavolta. Right now, both teams have been very eager to get after pitches early in the at-bats, meaning we keep coming back as things are already getting underway here at the ballpark. 1 down, it'll bring up the 9-hitter Jackson Tunick. Takes a strike on a fastball right through the plate. Tunick, the shortstop, bats at the bottom of the lineup card. He hits the first ball out of the infield for either team, out to left field, charging in hard, and it is Fullerton that's able to get there for the out. Made it a little bit more nerve-wracking than it probably he intended. I think that ball caught up in the wind a little bit there. Forced Fullerton to have to run a little bit more than he initially thought. Top of the order, it'll bring up Troy Osborne, who lined out to third baseman Jordan White to start out the ball game. First pitch, he hits a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Right back through the middle for Osborne. He'll have a hit, second in the game for Grants Pass. He's on base for the first time today. Got a torrid pace going in this one so far. Today's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Jace McGowan is the two-hitter playing at second base. He swings at the first pitch, grounds one past the diving Jordan White at third. Fullerton will collect it in left field, and it's back-to-back singles for the top of the order for Grants Pass. And runners at first and second with two away. And it brings up the three-hitter, Luke Morgan, who had a infield single right off of Takahashi in the first. Hit it right back to the mound. Takahashi got the glove up, knocked it down, but he couldn't get back to it in time for the out at first. First pitch, strike at the knees for Takahashi. 2 hits here in the frame, 3 hits total for Grants Pass in the ball game. The 0-1 is low. Try and get you a look around the diamond. 1-1 count. Behind the plate, Parker Burke, the battery mate for Austin. Get you the rest of the defense here if we get a chance. It's been so quick-paced. Foul tip into the glove for strike 2. Out at first base, Evan Corbin. Noah Fisk at second. On the left side, Jordan White at third, and Brooks Avery at short. In the outfield from left to right, Hunter Fullerton, Eli Jacobs, and Jace Wilder. The 1-2 pitch bounces. Burke slides to his right to get in front of it. 2-2 count. Luke Morgan. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And he will go down for the final out here in the top of the third. He'll leave 2 men stranded as he is strikeout victim number 3 for for Austin Takahashi. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Still 1-0 Roseburg in front as we go to the bottom of the third on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.
1-0 ball game as Roseburg leads this one going to the bottom of the third. Today's game brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area for over 30 years. First pitch swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Austin Takahashi, the leadoff man. Fouls off the pitch. Tak was hit by a pitch and scored the first run and only run of the game so far for Roseburg back in the first inning. Ireland's 0-2, high and away. Pitch is low, 2-2 for Tak. Roseburg coming off of a sweep against South Eugene here at home on Saturday. Pitch fouled away into the parking lot for Takahashi. Roseburg winning 18-1 in a 5-inning no-hitter thrown by Evan Corbin. After getting out to an 0-2 start in this one, once again, second straight at bat, the Takahashi has fallen behind 0-2, and Ireland has let him back in, getting to a full count. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4. Takahashi will get on base for a second time. First time he got on when he got hit by a pitch. Now he draws a walk. First walk in the game for Ireland. He has hit 2 batters. Walks were an issue for him last time against Roseburg with 5. Squaring to bunt, Avery puts it down first base side, foul. So Evan Corbin, a 5-inning no-hitter in game 1 on Saturday. But I think he hit a batter and then some wild pitches and ended up giving up a run on a wild pitch. Avery slaps one to right field. That gets down. He showed the bunt first, then slaps it to right. Takahashi's going to try and take 2 bases. He slides in head first to third safely. Base hit for Brooks Avery. Well, that is the 10th game that he has gotten a hit in his last 11, just as the one game that he didn't get a hit to break up that hit streak, as that young man has been doing well with the bat in his hand, batting .291 on the season, his first year at the varsity level. He puts runners on the corners. Roseburg, with nobody out, will look to Eli Jacobs. He squares the bunt, takes high for ball 1. Ireland facing a bit of a jam once again. Strike called against Jacobs on a look at a bunt. He had the bat squared up, pulled it back. Pickoff throw to first base, not in time. Looking around the diamond, Troy Osborne back behind the plate for Grants Pass, catching. Cole Carnes at first, Jace McGowan at second, Luke Morgan at third, Jackson Tunick at short. As they play for a double play up the middle, it looks like. Well, maybe be playing in just a little bit here. Also possibly expecting a bunt out of Eli Jacobs. In the outfield from left to right for the Cavemen, Baden Morris, Logan Zavalta, and Bruxton Lier. As the ball hit well towards left field, going back at the warning track. The catch is made by Morris. Everybody is tagging and moving up. Roseburg will add another run on another sacrifice for Eli Jacobs. 1 away. Jacobs had a sac bunt in the first inning. Now he gets a sac fly here in the third. Drives in a run, picks up an RBI, and Roseburg is on top 2-0 over Grants Pass with a man at second base and 1 away. Up to bat, Evan Corbin takes a strike. Corbin, a RBI single in the first. Was knocked off the glove at first by Cole Carnes. He made a diving attempt to get to it, but he couldn't glove it. Couldn't get back to his feet in time to make a play on it. 1-1 count to Evan Corbin. He got handcuffed, sends a soft liner towards short. Diving attempt will not be made by Tunick. Up to third goes Avery, and on with another base hit is Evan Corbin. Runners on the corners, still just 1 out. Bloop single. Got a little lucky. He got enough on that one to be able to get it to carry into shallow left field. Tunick was going out, tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch, but he just could not get it into the leather. First pitch outside to Jace Wilder. Wilder got unlucky in his first at-bat, as emergency services will let us know they are traveling through. Jeez. 1-0 pitch. That one off the bat. Young ball players, take note. That's why you drop the bat down when a pitch comes in high above your head. Wilder didn't get it down in time. Looked like he was trying to, but the ball came in high at his head. He ducked out of the way, left the barrel up, and it hits the bat for strike 1 on a foul ball. The 1-1 from Ireland. That ball is foul down the right field side. At first base, Evan Corbin. At third base, Brooks Avery. I had a thought, but then the emergency sirens and the foul ball off the bat by Wilder, and now I've lost my train of thought as the ball fouled away. Oh, I was telling you that Wilder got unlucky in the first inning. He hit a line drive right at Luke Morgan for the second out, and then Morgan quickly just stepped on third to retire Brooks Avery on a double play to finish things in the first when Roseburg had a scoring opportunity. 1-2 count with runners on the corners and one out. Outside to Wilder, and Ireland has a 2-2 count against the Roseburg number 5 hitter. I wanted to share Evan Corbin batting .296 on the season coming into today. He's 2 for 2. Curveball, that was a slow hanging curve. Was going to end up low and outside to Wilder, but he did a nice job to fight it off to see another pitch. He's batting .250 on the season. Right now has 6 RBI, looking to try and pick up one here. Outside from Ireland, full count. Two 2-0 lead for Roseburg. We're in the bottom of the third. Pickoff throw, back in just ahead of the tag was Evan Corbin at first. Almost looked like he stuck on the artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash Field a little bit there. 3-2 pitch to Wilder, outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with just one out. Evan Corbin goes to second. Second walk issued by Ireland. Bases loaded for Parker Burke, who grounded out to third base his first time up. Burke will dig in. For Parker, hitting .250 on the year. Coming into today's matchup, at least. Takes low and outside, ball 1. And a visit out to the mound for the Grants Pass coaching staff. Meets with the entire infield. Parker Burke against Grants Pass the first time around was 1 for 5 on the day. Had a single in that game. Did draw 2 walks against the Cavemen the first time when they met back on April 3rd. Roseburg took game 1 of that one 3-0, but then lost in game 2 10-3. Game 2 was the one that Austin Takahashi started in. Things kind of just went a little awry for Roseburg. Didn't play great defense and couldn't get much offense going. 1-0 pitch here for Tyler Ireland. Swing and a miss. Parker Burke looked like he was trying to send that one over the center field fence. The wind continues to blow here at Champion Car Wash Field. A 1-1 delivery. Burke pops it up, foul for strike 2. Kind of can tell that he's looking to try and maybe send one in the air to the outfield, try and get a sac fly to bring in a run. Seems to be the strategy from Burke right now, which is a fair strategy, fair attempt. He'll ground one towards the right side. It's picked up at second base, throw to first. Well, he didn't get a sac fly, but he'll get an RBI on a ground out to Jace McGowan. 1 run comes in on the ground out. Brooks Avery scoring. Corbin goes to third. Wilder goes to second. First base is open with 2 away. Jordan White at the plate for Roseburg. He's 1 for 1 today. He takes a strike. It is 3-0, Roseburg in front. 2 singles, couple of walks, sac fly, and an RBI ground out so far here in the third. The 0-1 from Ireland, low and outside. On the mound, Ireland. A 1-1 pitch. Fouled away by White. 3-0 lead. Bottom of the third. Swung on and missed. And there is the final out for Roseburg here in the bottom of the third. A strikeout for Ireland, his second in the ball game. But Roseburg sends 7 hitters to the plate. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. It is a 3-0 lead for the Tribe as we go to the top of the fourth on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Top of the fourth inning, today's game brought to you by Flyaway Travel. When you get ready to take that dream trip, well, then you want to make sure you contact Flyaway Travel. They will make sure that you have an agent in your corner during these complicated travel times. 672-5701. 0-2 count to start things off for Bruxton Lier. A couple of swings and misses against Austin Takahashi. The 0-2 pitch from Tak. Strike 3 called. He goes down looking. Second strikeout in the game for Lier. Before we get to Cole Carnes, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on the Score. One-0 count for Cole Carnes, a 3-0 lead for Roseburg. Austin Takahashi misses outside to the left-handed hitter. And Carnes, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base, has a 2-0 count. Top of the fourth inning. Ground ball to short, in front of it, scooped up, and time to throw to first for Brooks Avery. It looks real fluid there up the middle for the second putout. 2 away, and it brings up Tyler Ireland. Ireland, the pitcher, grounded out to short his first time up. He takes a breaking ball high for ball 1. Got him a little fooled on that one. He swings and fouls off the second pitch, a 1-1 count. Well, taking a look at the softball score over there, they're playing Roseburg and Grants Pass. They're in the third inning. Looks like the top of the third. It's 3-0 Grants Pass softball in front of Roseburg. Swing and a miss. Big old breaking ball. And out in front of that one, Tyler Ireland. Big swing and a miss. In the dirt for Takahashi, trying to get the hitter to chase. Can't do it. So they're in the top of the third inning in the softball game, and it's a 3-0 lead for Grants Pass, who's looking for a sweep against Roseburg. Ground ball, chopper towards short. Avery, throw on the run to first, and he finishes it off. Here in the top of the fourth inning, a couple of ground ball outs to Brooks Avery, and that finishes off the frame. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Still 3-0 Roseburg in front as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Roseburg leading 3-0 against Grants Pass. Today's game brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. Don't forget, the game is streaming live online at 541radio.com, where you can watch the action, or you can find it on our YouTube channel as well. Search 1490 The Score. Live video streaming coverage is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. At the plate, it's Noah Fisk to lead things off for Roseburg. Takes the first pitch for strike one. Ireland misses high, a 1-1 count. Fisk reaching on a fielder's choice in the second. So looking for his first hit on the day. A 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2 count on a sunny day in Roseburg. Ground ball, third base side towards the shortstop. Up with it. The throw by Tunick is in time. One away to start things in the bottom of the fourth. Roseburg with one in the first, two in the second. And they lead this one 3-0. The 9-hitter Hunter Fullerton 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He will step in against Ireland. First pitch, squared to bunt. He takes high for ball one. Roseburg scoring twice in the third inning, once on a sac fly by Eli Jacobs, once on a ground out by Parker Burke. Strike in there, a 1-1 count. Those RBIs always brought to you by BTB Moving, who provides labor services for your moving needs. A 1-1 pitch in for a called strike to Fullerton. They're veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. Senior and veteran discounts are available, so book now at 541-315-0122. Or you can find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Hunter Fullerton gets caught by a pitch. That one looked a little painful. Fullerton seems to be good. Coach Thompson, he hollers across the diamond. Hunter, you good? Put up a thumbs up. He's good. He's the third hit batter in the ballgame for Ireland. Runner on at first with one out. And it brings up the top of the order. Takahashi, one of those hit batters. He was hit in the first inning and scored a run. He got on with a walk in the third and scored a run. So he is looking to try and get on for a third time. Squares to bunt, pulls at first base side. The pitcher bowls it to first, and Takahashi, I think, is on safely. He is. That's going to be a throwing error by the pitcher, Ireland. He tried to flip it underhand to first, but he bowled it over to Cole Carnes. So that's going to be an error, but Tak is on for a third time in the ballgame as he pulls one to first base on a on a pole bunt, drag for the left-hander. Runners at first and second, just one out. Brooks Avery showed a bunt. And Cole Carnes comes charging in from first and comes to quite the jump stop down that first base line. Avery took the pitch outside, a 1-0 count. Runners at first and second. Hunter Fullerton, speedy out at second. Takahashi, a good runner as well at first. Avery pushed a bunt third base side, and that's foul for strike one. So Roseburg going some small ball here in the fourth inning. With one out, they've got runners at first and second. First error of the ball game, by the way, on that throw to first base by Ireland. 1-1. Avery fouls that away, back behind home. Avery, last time he was up, showed a bunt, pulled it back as the pitcher got into his motion, and then slapped one to right field, got on base. He eventually scored a run. He is currently 1 for 1 in the ball game after getting hit by a pitch in the first inning. A 1-2 delivery from Ireland. Fouled away. Around the conference today, it's a busy day. Everybody in action. North Medford's at Sheldon for a game today. Willamette is at South Eugene, and South Medford's got a non-leaguer against McNary on the road. 1-2 pitch to Avery. That ball's lifted towards left field. Not very hard hit. Everybody's got to get going. Fullerton's got to race to third, and he will not get there in time. Fullerton out at third, 2 away. It'll be a fielder's choice for Avery. He had a bloop single, it looked like, to third or to left field, but it hung up in the air. Looked like it could have been caught, and it just left Fullerton in no man's land, and he tried to race to third in time before the force out. Couldn't get there. Strike on the first pitch to Evan Corbin. Eli Jacobs at the plate. The 0-1 pitch, the throwback to second base, Takahashi in safely. Tak at second, Avery at first, Jacobs at the plate, 0 for 0 today with a sac bunt and a sac fly. Hunter Fullerton, for those keeping score at home, which that would be surprising, 7-5 the put out at second base. Ground ball up the middle for Jacobs. He's got a base hit, may have an RBI. Takahashi heading to the plate. The throw cut off at the mound, and Roseburg adds one here. RBI single for Eli Jacobs, his second RBI of the game, his first hit, and he comes through in a big way once again. Takahashi scores for a third time, making it 4-0 Roseburg. Avery to second base, and it's a BTB moving RBI for Eli Jacobs. Now it's Evan Corbin, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Corbin 2 for 2 in the game. Grounder to first base that was just out of the reach of first baseman Cole Carnes. It's a pickoff throw to second base, not in time. Carnes made a diving attempt, but got a piece of it with the end of his glove. Couldn't get it fielded cleanly. And Corbin also had a bloop single to left field just over the top of the shortstop. (0-1) count for Corbin. Breaking ball is fouled away. Roseburg with 1 hit here in this 4th inning. They're up to 5 hits total in the ballgame. 0-2 pitch from Ireland off the end of the bat for Corbin, and ricochets into the visiting dugout down the first base side for the Cavemen. Grants Bass wearing blue tops, blue button-up tops. Cavemen across the chest in white numbers on the back. The white trousers for the visiting team here today. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Corbin goes down with the strikeout. But Roseburg does add to their lead. They get one more on the board, and they lead this one 4-0. 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 men left on base. Through 4 innings of play, it is 4-0. Roseburg in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
In baseball, home plate is always 60 feet, 6 inches from the mound. But in life, sometimes your home plate needs to move. If you're planning to move, contact BTB Moving for help. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company. Call 541-315-0122 for help with your next move. BTB Moving, for all your moving needs. Leading things off, Ari Cantola for Grants Pass, and he'll go right back up the middle for a base hit. Start things off here in the 5th inning for the Cavemen, who trail Roseburg 4-0. Roseburg Baseball brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. Throw down to first, not going to be in time after a bunt attempt by Logan Zavolta. Zavolta ducked out of the way of a breaking ball as he was showing a bunt, and then the back pick down to first. He does square to bunt, fouls it away there. He's got a 1-1 count with nobody out and a man on at first. Austin Takahashi had retired 4 straight, but gives up that single to Cantola. Another pickoff throw to first by Corbin, not in time. Strike call at the plate for Zavolta. He's got a 1-2 count. Takahashi. The 1-2, off speed, foul. The sun starting to cast shadows from the left side of the diamond out towards right field as it's making its way to the horizon. Gotta love the sunshine out here today. Beautiful day. Talk standing in the shadow of the light pole at the moment. The 1-2. Burke tried to pull that one up from just below the strike zone as he held it there. It was just a little low, according to the umpire. And it is a 2-2 count for Zavolta. Swing and a miss. They'll get him there. Pick down to first. Not going to be in time as back in safely does go Cantola. Strikeout for Talk, who is looking real sharp today. He's got 5 strikeouts. 1 away. The 9-hitter Jackson Tunick. Squaring to bunt. That ball fouled off. Strike 1 for Tunick, who flew out to left field back in the 3rd. Oh, 1 count. Throw down to first again. They have been real focused on Cantola there at first. 1-1 count for Tunick at the plate. Cantola, bigger guy, the DH. Doesn't strike me as a big-time runner, but they've been trying to find a way to get him to second base. And he's been trying to take a big secondary lead, and that has Parker Burke behind the plate trying to see if he can pick him off down there at the bag. He's been made some good throws, at least not getting away. 1-2 count for Tunick. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another strikeout for Takahashi. His 6th in the game. Back-to-back Ks here in the 5th. We go to the top of the order. Still a man at first base for the Cavemen. Troy Osborne will bat. He is 1 for 2. Osborne, the dangerous hitter, has been a top baseball prospect in the state of Oregon since he was a freshman. He hits a hard ball right to Brooks Avery, who backhands the one-hopper and goes to second for the out at the bag. And that does it for the top of the 5th. Fielder's choice for Osborne as they get Cantola at second. 4 Grants Pass in the 5th inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors for Roseburg. 1 man left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Roseburg in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
From a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Roseburg leading Grants Pass 4-0. Joey Kieran here with you. Today's game is brought to you by our friends at Barnes Heating and Cooling. Your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. Tyler Ireland, his first pitch is low and outside for ball one against Jace Wilder, who will lead things off for the Tribe. Ireland into his fifth inning of work. He's given up 5 hits. 4 runs. He's walked 2. He's hit 3. And he's got 3 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch is low. There has been 1 error in the game for Grants Pass, but it was on a throw to first base by Ireland. His 2-0 pitch. Wilder pops up. Might be playable first base side. Fighting the sun. Ireland in foul territory overruns it in front of his own dugout. Strike 1 for Wilder, who will get second life at the plate. Ireland overran it. The catcher had a bad angle to get to it. First base was battling the sun. Cole Carnes had his hand up trying to see the baseball through the sun. Ireland came over, seemed to have the best read on the baseball, but he ended up overrunning it as it tailed back towards the field of play. Second life, Wilder's going to hit one deep out towards right center on the run. Can't get there in time. Zavolta chases it as into second goes Wilder with a stand-up double. That ball well struck by Wilder. Almost got to it in time was Zavolta in center field, just out of his reach. Maybe if he tries a diving attempt, he has an opportunity to get there, but he didn't have any backup. So he tried to play it safe. Either he was going to get there or he was going to get it on one hop. And the ball got down just out of his reach, and he was able to circle back to it quickly. Man at second with nobody out for Roseburg. Parker Burke squares to bunt, pushes it first base side foul. Burke is grounded out twice, but he did pick up an RBI on a ground ball out in the third. Roseburg leading 4-0. The 0-1 low for a 1-1 count. Roseburg beat Grants Pass with Ireland throwing all 7 innings back on April 3rd. They only had a 3-0 win in that one. Burke reaching for a pitch, fouls it away. Roseburg had 5 hits in that ball game. They now have 6 in this one. So they've got 1 more hit, 1 more run. Against a good pitcher in Tyler Ireland. The righty delivers a breaking ball that is fouled away. One ball, 2 strikes for Parker Burke. Ireland out of his stretch. Gets a strike on the inside corner to send Burke back to the dugout. He goes down looking. 4th strikeout for Ireland. 1 down with Wilder out at second. And a big strikeout there for Ireland. Be able to get the first out and not give up the runner moving 90 feet further. Steps off. Ireland out of his stretch, works from a bit of a crouched position when he's in his stretch. The wind whipping the back of his jersey as it blows left to right across the diamond. He pick off throw to first. Got him at second base. They say Wilder off the bag. There's 2 down. Coach Sestairs going to confer with the umpire at first. Not going to make much of an argument on that one. So there's 2 down. Bases are empty as Jace Wilder is picked off at second base. Wilder gets picked off after his double. So there's 2 down, inside a strike call. First pitch of the at-bat to Jordan White. 0-1 count. Ground ball, third base side foul, strike 2. So suddenly Wilder goes from stepping in with a man at second base and an RBI opportunity to standing in with nobody on base and 2 away. The 0-2. He hits it right side, and wouldn't you know, he gets a base hit. Could have been an RBI for Jordan White. Instead, it's a 2-out single to right field. So White will keep the inning alive for Roseburg. Here in the bottom of the 5th, White gets on with a single to right field. 2 hits in the frame for the Tribe. Pickoff throw to first base by Ireland. Noah Fisk will stand in. Those pickoff throws could be dangerous over to first base. As another throw that way, almost got away. The first baseman goes tumbling over the top of Jordan White at first. White went diving back in. He got caught leaning the wrong way a little bit there. But the throw was a bit off the mark, so he got back in. Then the first baseman, Carnes, trying to find the baseball, get to it, goes tumbling over the top of White. A pitch in the dirt to Fisk, a 1-0 count. Fisk reached on a fielder's choice in the second. He fouls one off. On the mound, the 1-1, pickoff throw to first, and that one looked like it hit the leg of Jordan White. Now will trickle away. White slow to get up at first base. He's going to walk this one off just a bit here. Not sure exactly where it got him, but the pitch was short of the bag and kicked off of White. He will take his lead at first base again. At the plate is Noah Fisk. Ireland has definitely been worried about the runners on base. His 1-1 is high. 2 balls and a strike. Today's ball game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Ground ball up the middle. Fisk gets one into center field. White to second base. Holds up there. And the 2-out rally continues for Roseburg. Runners at first and second with 2 down. And the 9-hitter Hunter Fullerton up. Fullerton trying to get on base for a second time. Was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. Well outside on the first pitch by Ireland. Roseburg leading 4-0. Strike on the low outside corner to Fullerton. Did see that Roseburg softball scored in the bottom of the 3rd, but it's now 5-1 in the top of the 4th inning. Grants Pass softball leading Roseburg. Foul tip into the glove for Fullerton. Strike two. Two away. Runners at first and second. A 1-2 pitch for Ireland. Ground ball to short. Tunick, throw to first, just ahead of the runner to retire Fullerton. And that'll do it in the fifth inning. Roseburg misses an opportunity to score with a man picked off at second. They leave two stranded. As we go to the top of the seventh, make that top of the sixth inning. And Roseburg leading this one 4-0. First time they've been held scoreless since the second. For Roseburg, no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Back after this 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.
Back here for the top of the sixth inning, already underway. Takahashi loves to work quick. I talked too much at the end of the fifth inning. First pitch swinging, Jace McGowan grounded out to first baseman Evan Corbin, who fielded and threw to Takahashi at first base to retire the first out here in the sixth. At the plate right now, Luke Morgan. An 0-2 count after a called strike two. He'll take high. Welcome you back to Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, where our score is 4-0. The Roseburg Indians in front of the Grants Pass Cavemen. Foul back. That ball, ooh, look out, ricochets into the grandstands behind the visitors' dugout. Stays a 1-2 count for Morgan, who is 1 for 2 today. He hits a ground ball to short. Snagged by Avery. Time to first. He will get it there. 2 down. Bit of a stumbling throw by Avery, but he does make the play. This is the rubber match between Roseburg and Grants Pass. After Roseburg split on the road against the Cavemen, they're looking to try and win another conference series. First pitch swinging fouled away for Bruxton Lier, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Roseburg secured a series win against South Eugene with their sweep of that doubleheader. There's a ball down the right field side foul. Lier with an 0-2 count. So Roseburg swept South Eugene on Saturday. They won all 3 games of that series. They're looking to win 2 out of 3 against Grants Pass here. So ground ball, third base side will go foul. Stays an 0-2 for Lier. Roseburg took 2 games at Willamette earlier this season, so they've already won that series no matter what happens in the third game there after sweeping a doubleheader on the road. So if they can get this one here today, that's 3 conference series in their pocket. As a ground ball to short, routine roller to Avery, throws a little low to first, but the stretch by Corbin, they'll complete the play. And Roseburg defensively plays another clean inning, and it's another 1-2-3 frame for Austin Takahashi. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 4-0, going to the bottom of the 6th. Roseburg in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Well, we get our first call to the pin, which is brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. You can find them on the corner of Bellows and Harvard in Roseburg, right next to Roseburg High School, and by the 124 interchange with I-5. That's Mountain Mike's. Tyler Ireland will move to first base. And taking over on the mound will be first baseman Cole Carnes. Here to begin the sixth inning. He fires a breaking ball low and inside to Austin Takahashi, who will be up for a fourth time today. Tak takes low and inside again, a 2-0 count. So Ireland goes 5 innings, gave up 8 hits and 4 runs. It's a ground ball right side, scooped up, and the throw over to first base by McGowan is in time to retire Takahashi. First time that Tak will not reach base in his 4 plate appearances. He goes down without a hit so far. 1 away. He's reached base on a hit by pitch, a walk, and an error. First pitch to Brooks Avery. Pops this one high in the air out towards right center. And tracking that ball down will be Logan Zavolta for the second out. 2 away. And Eli Jacobs stands in with nobody on base. So Ireland, 8 hits over 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. I think he walked 2. Let's double check on that. 1, 2. Yep, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. Ireland would be on the hook for the loss if the score doesn't change in Grants Pass's favor. Low and outside for Eli Jacobs to take ball 1. Jacobs is 1 for 1 in the game with 2 RBI. Swings through the 1-0 pitch. Today's game brought to you by Dr. Alanson Randall, a family and cosmetic dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call him at 541-378-6694. Inside, 2-1 count for Jacobs. Hits a line drive out towards center field. Charging in, the catch on the run for Zavolta. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Roseburg. First time that has happened today. The Tribe not able to add to their lead, but they are on top 4-0 as we go to the 7th inning. Roseburg, surprisingly, is 3 outs away from wrapping this one up. Back after this 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Top of the 7th inning, Roseburg leading 4-0. Austin Takahashi looking for a complete game victory. Will fire a first pitch, strike 1 to Cole Carnes, the left-handed batter. 0 for 2 today. He's now the pitcher for the Cavemen. The 0-1. That one hit left side, foul territory, and it'll get out of play for strike 2. Well, Grants Pass is down to their final 3 outs to try and get 4 runs or more. As time called, and Carnes will go talk with his coach. Today's game brought to you by Abby's Pizza, a legendary pizza tradition. Back to the plate for Carnes. He has grounded out twice to either side of second base. He's got an 0-2 count, and he takes outside. Talk didn't miss by much on the outside corner. Out of his windup for the righty, a commit to the University of Portland after his senior year for Roseburg. Ground ball foul. Takahashi committing just before the season got underway. Trying to pick up his second win of the year. The 1-2. A ground ball foul again, first base side. Talk has only allowed 1 runner to get the scoring position in this one. The 1-2 pitch bounces in and gets away. That was back in the 3rd inning. 2-out rally for Grants Pass. The top 2 hitters in the lineup got singles back to back and got a man to second base, but that's as far as they'd get. The 1-2 pitch swung and fouled back. At the plate, Carnes staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carnes has fouled off a number of 2-strike pitches here. Gets this one, line drive, snagged out of the air, it's shortstop by Avery. Brooks Avery with he's got springs in his shoes to get to that one. The young man is not all that tall. He looks like he's 12 when you see his picture, but boy, did he get up to get to that one, and he robs away a hard-hit line drive ball off the bat of Cole Carnes for the first out. What a play at short. He is just impressive. He has been looking so good defensively. First pitch swinging, a soft liner right field will get over Noah Fisk at second base. That was one of those plays. I whether it be baseball when I was a high schooler or now, playing some rec softball, slow pitch softballs, it's one of those balls that you're watching it, you're running back and you think, I've got to play on this, I've got one, and then it just keeps carrying far enough to where you can't get to it. That is what Tyler Ireland just did to Noah Fisk to get on base. A single for him as he blooped one to right field. At the plate, Ari Cantola takes strike 1. Cantola is 1 for 2 in the game. He hits one in the air to right field. Jace Wilder into the bullpen. A diving attempt will not get there. It's probably okay. Strike there against Cantola. I mean, at this point, Roseburg's just looking to get 3 outs. Even if the runner at first, Ireland, tagged and tried to advance on that fly ball, if Wilder had got there, it's not the end of the world. Cantola at the plate, though, an 0-2 count. Line drive, snagged by Avery. Throw to first. Not in time. Almost got the double play. Avery may have to ice his hand a little bit. He has got some laser beams at short right now. There's 2 away. Brings up Logan Zavolta to bat. Video stream of today's broadcast is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe at 541radio.com. First pitch swung and foul tipped into the glove for strike 1. Zavolta 0 for 2 with a strikeout his last time up. The 0-1 from Talk is fouled away. Takahashi 1 strike away from finishing this one off. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is inside. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He dropped the speed on that one. The breaking ball got Zavolta out in front, and Takahashi will finish it off with a strikeout. That's his 7th in the ball game. Probably his best outing of the season. Gets Roseburg a 4-0 victory on top of Grants Pass. A big, quick win for Roseburg as they take the series against the Cavemen, winning 2 out of 3, capped by today's 4-0 victory for the Tribe. Roseburg wins their 3rd in a row. They go to 16-4 on the season, 9-3 in conference play. They will pass North Medford, and depending on how things go for the Black Tornado today, they may move into a tie. But Roseburg with 9 wins, they will at least be up there tied or 1 win ahead of North Medford after the day is done. But Roseburg 9-3 on the season in conference play. Grants Pass goes to 8-10 and 5-6 in the conference. We'll come back with the postgame show after a 3-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors, at home or on the road, at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Seem like it. you guys seem to be on top of it. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't miss too many of them. I can't hear very well with the headphones on usually, so.
Let's wait to see what Joey calls it. Okay. Bye, honey.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field, where Roseburg gets a victory today against Grants Pass. 4-0 your final score. Taking a look at the numbers, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Grants Pass. They left 5 men on base. For Roseburg, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on. Roseburg scores 1 in the bottom of the first on a single by Evan Corbin that came with 1 out. And then Roseburg would add 2 more in the 3rd inning on a sac fly by Eli Jacobs and a ground out by Parker Burke. Roseburg would get 1 more run, their final run, in the 4th inning Austin Takahashi got on base with an error, eventually came around to score on a ground ball up the middle by Eli Jacobs that came with 2 outs in the contest. So Roseburg gets the 4-0 victory. They improved to 9-3 in conference play. Now, I might have hopefully didn't make it too confusing earlier, but we'll take a look at the standings in just a few. We'll tell you how things might play out and where things might go. But Roseburg at 9-3 in conference play, 16-4 overall, and Grants Pass goes to 8-10. They fall to 5-6 in Southwest Conference play. Takahashi gets the win. He is 2-2 on the season. Tyler Ireland will take the loss, his second against Roseburg. We'll take a look at a little bit closer at all of the numbers after a quick 60-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field to wrap things up for you here on this Tuesday evening in the Umpqua Basin, as Roseburg gets a 4-0 win over Grants Pass. Taking a look at some of the numbers, Takahashi picks up the win, good to go in 2-2 on the season. Takahashi goes 7 innings, gave up no runs on 5 hits, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. That's the big number there. No walks in the game for Takahashi and 7 Ks, as he has probably one of his sharpest outings of the season. On the other side, Ireland takes the loss. He goes 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. Cole Carnes pitched a final inning for Grants Pass. No runs, no hits, no errors. No runs, no hits, no walks, and no strikeouts. Looking at the offensive numbers here today for Grants Pass, Troy Osborne 1 for 3, Jace McGowan was 1 for 3, and Luke Morgan 1 for 3. The top 3 in the order all going 1 for 3. Then you had Tyler Ireland 1 for 3, and Ari Cantola goes 1 for 3 in the game. No RBIs, no runs scored, as Grants Pass is shut out. On the other side for Roseburg, Takahashi scores 3 runs but finishes 0 for 2 on the day. Brooks Avery goes 1 for 3. Scored a run, was hit by a pitch. Eli Jacobs goes 1 for 2 in the game, had 2 RBI, had a sac bunt and a sac fly in there. Evan Corbin is 2 for 3 as he continues his hot hitting, drove in a run in the first inning. Jace Wilder was 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Parker Burke goes 0 for 3, did have an RBI on a ground out. Jordan White goes 2 for 3 in the game with a pair of singles. Noah Fisk is 1 for 3 with a single, and Hunter Fullerton was 0 for 2, reached base on a hit by pitch. So that is a look at how it played out here today as Roseburg looks to continue picking up momentum. They win another series against a conference team. They have now won series against Willamette, South Eugene, and you can add Grants Pass to the list. They will have, actually in South Medford, I forgot to add that one in there. They did sweep a doubleheader against South Medford here at home, and they'll play South Medford next week. So Roseburg has 4 series wins. They've got North Medford and Sheldon left to go. They will need to get wins against them here to finish out the season. Well, that is how it plays out here today. Good win for Roseburg. And taking a look at the standings, North Medford's at Sheldon today. So if Sheldon were to win and North Medford were to lose, Roseburg would be 9-3 and North Medford would be 8-2. That could be a good situation for Roseburg. We'll see how that plays out. So that's how things are looking at the top of the standings as Roseburg tries to catch up to North Medford. If anything, they have got 2 games against the Black Tornado to finish out the regular season coming up in a couple of weeks. What is coming up? Roseburg and Grants Pass. Grants Pass will be in action on Friday when they are at Willamette for a doubleheader in conference play. They'll play at 2 and 4 o'clock. Roseburg is going to have Saturday off. They don't play again until Tuesday next week. So we're off for a week with our broadcast. Roseburg will be on the road at Harry and David Field to take on South Medford next Tuesday to try and get a season sweep of the Panthers. So looking forward to that one. That'll be the next time we're on the radio with you. Want to say thanks to our sponsors like BTB Moving, who's been providing labor services for your moving needs for some time here in Douglas County and around the state of Oregon. They're veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. They've got senior and veteran discounts available, so book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. All right, we wrap it up there for you, folks. Want to say thanks to the Grants Pass Cavemen and their fans for making the trek up here. It was a great day with some good sportsmanship. Want to say thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bolin, Head Coach Troy Thompson, the entire Roseburg baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg baseball here on The Score. Want to say thanks to Grady Hamilton back in the studio for the first time in a while, running the radio production here today. It was great to have him with us for today's broadcast. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's game, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We'll talk to you all on Tuesday next week, 1 week from today, when Roseburg travels to South Medford and Harry and David Field to take on the Panthers to finish out that season series. We'll have that for you with pregame coverage starting at 4:15. First pitch at 4:30 from Medford. You can catch the action streaming live online at 541radio.com. The video stream presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, or you can always catch the action right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.